The power of the sea exists within me. Its pulse won't stop and fills every drop. Like waves, we all move. Here and there a crash, occasionally calm, and then in a flash, we seem yet alone, and it's a curious thing, but connection's still there, as together we'll sing a symphony. The power of the sea exists within me. Its pulse won't stop and fills every.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I've got a new setup here, and I'm trying to get used to everything. It's, move this down just a little bit there. That's better. It's taken me some time to get used to it, and Texans got on their really cool red-looking uniforms. They look like the Rockets today with these red uniforms. Still haven't got my game data working yet. I'm not really sure why. I'm going to refresh this right quick and see if it works out. Should be working. Should be working. And it's not. And we've got the kickoff coming in just a second. There it is right there. Rockets are receiving the ball. They're going to get it back. It's not too bad. Oh, no, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Okay. They get it out to just past the 20-yard line. I thought they were going to get it close to the 40. I need to adjust my volume. I can't hear the game right now. And my preview screen is ahead of my live stream screen. Or my live game viewing screen, so I'm going to try to get that fixed. Oh, no wonder my volume is on mute. There we go. Okay, that's better. Rockets are up to the line. As always, I have issues with the... Oh, that was pretty terrible. I had to make some changes to my layout, and as you see on the screen, the information is correct. It's not updating, so I'm going to have to try to figure out how to fix that. I don't know why, but always having some kind of issue. Always some kind of issue. Always some kind of issue. 2nd and 10. They're going to hand it off and go up the middle. Woody Marks picks up a few. Battle Red Day. That's right. Let's go. How we doing? Fluttershy, it's good to see you. I'm doing all right. I feel pretty good. I did a few things last night that really helped me out this morning. Texans with the ball, 3rd and 4. Shotgun. Mills is back. He's going to throw it deep. And he overthrows his man. So it's going to be a punt, 4th and 3. 4th and 4, rather. 14 minutes left in the first quarter. And I'm going to try to figure out why my layout is not showing the, once again, not showing the score like it should. The punt is away all the way down to about the 30-yard line. Bills are going to try to bring it back a little bit. They bring it back about 5 yards, and then there's a flag down. I'm going to try to restart my my proxy manually and see if that helps. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if that works. I'll get it eventually. I'll have to rely on my highlights from now until we get to the commercial. It's all good. Buffalo Bills have the ball 1st and 10. After a penalty, they are on their own 19-yard line. 13:55 left in the first quarter. It's going to be a run right up the middle. He gets maybe 4 yards. Josh Allen is the quarterback for the Bills tonight. First in scrambling sack EPA. I guess scrambling and escaping the sack is what that is. Under center. 2nd and 6. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right. Texans are after him. He's going to have to throw it. He's got a man, but he drops it right on the sideline. 3rd and 6. You can see they rushed him out of the pocket here over to the right side. He tossed it to his man. He was there, but he missed it. I think I can fix my... Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. Third down and 6. Allen in the shotgun. He gets the snap, goes over on the right side. It is caught, but there's a penalty. It's right at the 1st down marker. Looks like it's going to be against Buffalo. Okay, so they're just shy. They're saying that there is no penalty for an ineligible player downfield. At first, that's what they were calling ineligible player downfield, but they take up the flag from that. It'd be 4th down and inches, basically. Fourth and half a yard, basically. At their own 28.5-yard line. Looks like they're going to go for it. Offense is on the field. A shutdown right here by the defense would be freaking awesome. Be freaking awesome, wouldn't it? Here it comes. Push up the middle. Okay, well, Josh Allen just leaps over the pile and gets it easy. No amazing stop in the first quarter for the Texans. At least not yet. That was a great opportunity for them to get amazing field position by shutting them down right there. But Allen just went right over the top there. That's one of the things that I don't see Stroud do enough. 4th and a yard, 4th and half a yard, just quarterback sneak it. Next play, the run right up the middle and gets nothing. 2nd and 10. Let me try to get caught up on your live chat comments. I know you guys are leaving some comments. Let me take a look. Yeah, I love the red uniforms too, Brutus. I think they're cool. Remind me of the Rockets. That's the deep red I'd like in my car. You should make it a Texans themed car. You could do like a Texans Rockets theme with this color, I think. How are you doing? Are you feeling? JD, I'm all right. How are you? I'm doing all right today. So the toss out to the left side, he gets held up and knocked down. Third down and 9. After all that work, he only gained 1 yard. 11-11. I know that the scoreboard is having issues. I'm trying to wait for the commercial. I gotta figure out why it's not working. Tell you what, man, this is my love-hate with technology, love-hate relationship with technology. I love it as much as I hate it. I mean, I really, really do. And I mean that with all my heart. So the throw over the right side, and he gets the first down and about 6 more. Are you kidding me? Texans defense is really sucking on 3rd and 4th down right now, especially when they've got basically 9 yards to get first down, and they give up a play like this. No, you can't be doing that. Number 1 defense in the NFL, and they're shutting them down on the first 2 plays. Third play right now, third down, they're doing so-so. They're basically half and half. Allen is going to throw it over to the left side to Knox. Knox almost gets another first down. 9.5 yards gained on 1st and 10. Now it's 2nd and half a yard. I'll tell you what, if this is the way the game keeps going, then the Rockets have the Texans have no chance at all. Because, I mean, do we really think that the offense is going to be able to command very many points? Back in the shotgun, Allen looking around. He throws it down the middle. He's got a man, and it bounces off of him, thankfully. Had 2 guys in the vicinity, but I think that he actually could have made that pass. Pass just wasn't very good. Could have gotten it in there. I don't know why they went for such a long pass on 3rd and inches. You got me. But I think it's 4 down territory here. 3rd and inches, and you know they're going to try for it twice. If they don't get it here, they'll definitely try for it again. Pretty much a guarantee they'll get 4th converted here, if not 3rd. It's a run right up the middle. And he's gone. All the way to the end zone. James Cook gets the handoff. Gets through the hole for the first down and just keeps going. Wide hole. Nobody in the backfield at all. And he goes all the way in for the touchdown. Look at how bad this was right here. Look at that. Right through, basically untouched. Gone. He didn't even get touched. Literally, no touching at all. Hey, Yeti, good to see you. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, JD, I'm glad you're doing well. Prater, the field goal kicker, misses the extra point. That's something. It's 6-0 Buffalo. Now I'm going to try to see if I can't figure out why this isn't connecting. Let's see. There's my proxy file. Okay, let me take a quick look while the AI is working on the coding problem. I'll check in on the live chat and see what's going on. Yeah, and by the way, Yeti, yes, I would absolutely love more subscribers. I'm going to need more subscribers, honestly. I'm absolutely going to need more subscribers because if I don't get more subs, then I won't be able to keep doing the channel. It's ridiculous because I talked about that several months ago. I didn't know if I was going to be able to keep doing the channel or not, and then the channel grew a lot towards the end of the baseball season. And I was like, wow, I'm actually going to be able to do this thing. You know, the channel's going to keep going at least where it's at and continue to grow. But even where it was at for 1 month, where it was at was more than enough to keep me going. But after the baseball season ended, there was a massive drop off. Since I've started doing the Rockets and Texans games, I've really, really suffered. My channel has really suffered. My views are way down. Viewership is way down. Subscriptions are down. Money is down. Literally everything is down, despite me doing Texans and Rockets games right now. So both of those, I'm not getting many viewers and subscribers, and advertisement money, donations, everything is way, way down. And now I'm back to square one. Everything has gone backwards. So once again, the thought in my mind is, am I actually going to be able to keep doing my channel? Because I feel like right now I may not be able to. And so I thought that period of time with my channel was behind me, but apparently it's not. Kickoff is being returned. Noel got, whoa, what a good run back. Hopefully no penalties all the way out to the 42-yard line. Good stuff right there from Noel. Great kickoff, great field position for the Texans. I really want one of these helmets, one of these red, candy apple red helmets. These helmets are awesome, aren't they? I keep waiting. I keep trying to show them, but they're just showing the commentators. Get off the commentator. Show the freaking field. Show the field. Chubb in the backfield. Mills under center. Here's the handoff. Right up the middle. Picks up a few yards. Picks up a decent little chunk. The Bills defense have allowed 400 rushing yards, 399 in the last 2 games. 2nd and 3. That was a 7-yard run by Chubb. Chubb is in the backfield again. Mills under center. Here is the snap. Right up the middle. Chubb's got it, no problem. He picks up another 5. That's a first down. 1st and 10. All right. I need to take another look here. All right. Nice pass over on the right side by Mills. Picks up the first down. Rockets are in business. Rockets. I'm still thinking about the game yesterday. I was doing the Rockets game yesterday. Texans are in business right now. They are on the 37-yard line of the Bills, 1st and 10. Mills in the shotgun. He fakes the handoff. He has a long throw, almost intercepted. Once again, he goes way down the field. I don't usually see good results. The majority of the time, I don't see good results when Mills throws it far down the field. That was closer to the defender than it was his receiver. 2nd and 10. Still got the the AI working on my API. Oh, handoff right up the middle. Woody Marks for about 12 yards. Picks up the first down. How about that? If you can't throw for a 10-yard first down, you just run it up the middle with Marks. What a good play. A little cutover, bounce back and forth. Nice. 1st and 10. Should be on the 25-yard line of the Bills, and they are. 1st and 10, baby. Toss back to Marks. He runs over the right side. He's got space. He's got 10, 15, almost 20 yards on that run. Wow. Back-to-back first down runs by Woody Marks. He's just gashing the Buffalo Bills right now. All the way almost to the end zone. Rolled out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. First and goal from the 6. Marks in the backfield. They hand it off. It goes right up the middle, but he doesn't get anything that time. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6. Come on, 6 yards. This is perfect. This is perfect distance for a Mills pass. Just have him roll out and hit Schultz or Collins. You got several good options, and Mills is really good at throwing the ball 6 or 7 yards. This is perfect distance. I don't know why you're trying to run it here. Back-to-back great runs. Let him rest and throw that short pass. Mills is in the shotgun. He's got the ball. He throws it over on the right side, and he misses the pass. Who is he throwing to? Noel. Did you not hear me? I said throw it to Collins or Schultz. He overthrew Noel, and now it's 3rd and 6. Come on now. This is our opportunity to take the freaking lead. Let's do it. Come on now. Stroud watching from the sidelines. Mills in the shotgun. He's got nobody in the backfield. Now he does. Somebody's coming over. Is that Noel? Not sure who that is. He passes it to the end zone. Where was he throwing it? There's nobody there. Is it going to be pass interference? No, no flag. Christian Kirk was over there, supposedly, but he was nowhere near that throw. You can see the replay right here. Okay. Okay, I didn't see that. They didn't show it on the camera. Actually, the throw was right in his hands. He missed it. So Mills finally makes a decent throw. But they can't handle it. And now, Barron, who's back in the game for the Texans, he's going to kick it. And he makes it. So opportunity to take the lead fails. Once again, bad decisions on the play calling. That's my opinion. Bad play calling. Very bad play calling. You know, I said this the other day, and I'll say it again. It seems like the Texans have some pretty good play calling until they get right at the end zone, and then they start changing things, just changing it up. And then what happens? They either don't score or they have to wind up kicking a field goal. Still working on this silly API. I wonder if I can run my old proxy. You know, AI does so many amazing things, but sometimes the way they have it think and ask questions is just so retarded. I sent it 4 files to check. It goes over the first 3 files, and it starts asking me all these questions, and after I answer all the questions and things are still not working, then it says, well, I guess I'll go ahead and check the 4th file. You didn't check it already? Sometimes it's so counterintuitive, you know? It's not the AI, it's just the way it was designed to behave. So it's not its fault. It's human fault. On the kick return, there is a flag. 4:27 left in the first quarter. It's 6-3. Buffalo is over Houston at the moment. Looks like we got holding. Holding against the Bills on the return team. 10-yard penalty. Allen is back in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. He hands it off, or yep, hands it off to the right side. They pick up about 6. All right, 2nd down and 4. They hand it off on the left side. Nothing doing there for Lassiter. Oh, I'm sorry, Lassiter knocks him down. Nothing doing for the Bills on that play. 3rd down. 3:33 left. 3rd and 6. Another opportunity for the Texans to shut it down and get the ball back. Texans have a 40% 3rd down stop rate, 11th in the NFL, so they're not so great at it, actually. Buffalo letting the clock run down. Looks like they're going to call a timeout. Looks like Shakir, the way he was grabbed and tackled was kind of awkward. And they're looking at him on the sidelines. He's kind of banged up a little bit. Shakira. They're going to take him into the ye old blue tent. Check him out. 3rd down and 6. Here we go, Texans. Let's shut this down. Yeti is more of a football addict. I'm rooting against the Bills. I hope so. Gotta have an accurate scoreboard. It's not about being accurate. It's just about functioning. If it functions, it'll be accurate. It was working fine last week, but I've been trying to add more features to it. Back in the shotgun, he doesn't have anybody, and he gets hit right before he throws it. Oh, he's also hurt. Josh Allen is wiggling around on the ground like an insect after it gets squashed. He did not expect that. He had to rush forward out of the pocket. And he went to throw it right as he got hit. Look at this. I don't know how in the world he didn't get... how in the world he didn't fumble that ball. But as soon as he went down, he started wiggling around on the field. But now he's up and he's walking over towards the sidelines. 4th and 4. I think that the Bills are going to safely punt it away. I can safely say, rather, that the Bills will punt it away, I believe. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. They're checking Allen out on the sideline, but he seems okay now. Guess he just got shaken up pretty good. Here comes the punt. Fair catch about the 35-yard line, and that's where the Texans will start. Let me get back on this code and check, see if I can fix it. Proxy. I like how it just keeps telling me to do stuff that I can't or don't have time to do. Open your proxy file and search the code for this string. No, I don't have time to do that. Let's see here. Okay, apparently my proxy has some errors that were put in by the AI. Isn't it funny? The AI is what I have to depend on to create the code, but then whenever I update the code, the AI breaks it, and then I have to use the AI to fix it again. It's like, ah, you know what I'm saying? New file. Texans with the ball, they're going to run it right up the middle with Chubb. He picks up 4 yards on first down. I'll get to it in just a second, guys. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get the scoreboard working, if you'll forgive me. I'm just trying to get this updated. I'm hoping that this fix works. I'm about to find out. Just save this file. Jump back over to OBS. And refresh. Mills throws over on the right side. He had a guy wide open and completely missed the throw. See, this is what I'm talking about. I hate to sound like a broken record, but Mills throwing it beyond just 6 or 7 yards, he doesn't tend to do very well. Take a look at this. Look at this throw. What was supposed to happen there? Now he did get hit at the end, but the ball came out before he ever got hit. It was just a terrible throw. I don't know if it was the receiver or Mills, but it tends to often be Mills most of the time. 2nd and 6. I'm sorry, 3rd and 6. Thrown over the sideline, and it's caught. They're going to say he's out of bounds. Yeah, he didn't get his left foot down. Higgins didn't drag his left foot. You can see right here, instead of trying to drag his left foot, he brought his left foot down, stepped on the line. It was a gain of 8 and a first down, but it turns into 4th and 6. Man. Fundamentals. Fundamentals, guys. Punt is away. And look at that. All the way down to about the 5 or 4 yard line. That was a great punt because the Texans were not there. And instead of rolling into the end zone, the ball bounced backwards. They were able to grab it just inside the 5. Look at that. It bounced backwards. Look at that. It bounced at the 1 yard line twice. Man, that was a masterful punt. Masterful punt. All right. Let's try that. One more attempt here. One more attempt to get it right. Still not working, I swear. Buffalo tries to take the ball right up the middle. They get 1 yard. 2nd and 9. It looks like I'm going to need halftime to get my scoreboard working. Man, I swear, I'm using all of my old stuff, my old scoreboard, all of my old files, and it's still not working. Something must have changed on the API. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but whatever it was, it's breaking my scoreboard. 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line. Allen is back in the end zone to try to pass. He throws it over on the left side, and he's got a man wide open. Easy first down, plus a lot extra. 1st and 10. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. They were on the 6-yard line. The Texans' soft defense. Soft defense lets them get way out there, pick up the first down and a lot more. Now they're at the 28-yard line. Man in motion. Allen hands it off right up the middle, picks up about 7. That was Hunter with the tackle, I believe. That's the end of the first quarter. We're going to have a timeout. And that'll give me an opportunity to try to look at this file again. Let me take a quick look at the live chat. Well, Yeti, I hope everybody does that. I hope everybody will share my channel with Rockets fans. Well, sorry about that. On top of the, what I don't understand is that I'm in the city now and I'm using the fiber optic internet, and the connection should be better. But yesterday and today, with the Rockets game and now with the Texans game, I've lost internet connection. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting a little irritated with it. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line of the Bills. They run it, and he picks up almost 15 freaking yards on the right side. First down on first down. Yeti, I see what you're saying, but I already know that. Of course, I know. But even when I do show highlights, I do say the score regularly. And the downs. I actually don't need to say those things more often. I don't need to say those things more often because I already say those things. I assume that my audience can't see the game, so I do play-by-play. That's what play-by-play is. You call all of that information regularly. 2-yard loss on that running play, but there is a flag in the backfield. I absolutely don't need to give the information more often than I already do. 13:39 left in the second quarter. What is the flag here? The commentators say, I like how they make a call on the field, but they come together, all the refs come together and discuss it and then make the call on the field. I don't necessarily like that because it seems like they're trying to decide what to call. That's why I always make the joke. They come together on the field and I always say, hey, what does Vegas say? And then they discuss based, on what will make them the most money. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke, but there's always a little truth in it. Allen is back in the shotgun. He throws it. He's got a man, Palmer, in the middle of the field, and pick up about 7. That's going to move the ball forward again. 3rd down and about 3. 6-3 is where we stand right now with just under 13 minutes left till halftime. I'm about ready to take out my frustrations on AI. It built such a wonderful system for me, but fixing it now seems like an impossible task. It's such an easy thing. Why is it not pulling the data? Josh Allen back in the shotgun. He's got a man on the right side, and he gets pulled down shy of the first down. Great defense finally on third down. And it's going to be fourth and about 2.5 yards at midfield. Just past midfield. What are the Bills going to do? Looks like they're going to go for it. Come on now. They think they're really something right now. The #1 defense in the NFL. Show it right here. 4th and 2.5. Come on, Texans. Shut this crap down. Shotgun. Here's the snap. Allen's looking to throw it. He's got someone on the left side, and he's wide open. Long pass down to the left side, and it's good for the first down. And there we go again with the Texans. Letting them have the third downs. Can't be allowing that. They've got the ball now on the 16-yard line. Nice sack. Look at that. Why didn't they do that last play? Right through there. Boom. Oh, that was not a sack. My bad. This is what happens when I'm trying to look at 3 different things at the same time. I look up and it happened so fast. I thought it was a sack, but it was Johnson, the running back. He just didn't even get to the line of scrimmage, basically. 2nd and 12 for the Bills. Allen in the shotgun. He's looking around. Doesn't have anybody. Looks like it's going to be a sack, and it is. Big loss on the play. That is a sack. 3rd down and really long. Shut them down here. Make them kick a field goal. He probably screamed when he saw the defense coming at him right there. Daniel Hunter and Will Anderson Jr., the only pair of teammates in the NFL with at least 8 sacks each this season. 3rd and 22. Allen is back. He's looking for a man. He has to run out to the side. He fakes it. He chunks it. It's low. Nice. 4th and 22. They're going to have to try for a field goal here. Are they within their kicker's field goal range, though? I don't know what kind of kicker they have. I haven't done my Buffalo Bills kicker research. I need to refresh the live chat. The live chat is not updating. There we go. That's better. All right. Hey, Brendan. Good to see you. Fluttershy says immediately, I always think, what does Vegas say all the time now? I understand. Me too. That's the way I think. Something going on there, and there's a flag. Mills gets lit up in the backfield, but I think they're going to call face mask. 8:40 left in the second. I hope. Yeah, you can see the face mask. Whoa, yeah, that's a big time face mask. Oh my gosh. The other dude hit him in the head. Look at this. He punched him in the head. Did you see Benford punch him in the head with his fist? Nobody even said anything about that. Did you guys see what I just saw? Benford for the Bills made a fist and hit Mills in the head. They called the face mask penalty. But what about punching a guy in the helmet with your fist? Can you believe that? 1st and 10, the Rockets with the ball at the Bills' 33-yard line. Here's the snap. It's going to be a run to the left side, and it looked like he was going to be able to get somewhere, but Noel is stopped after just a gain of about 4. I thought he was going to be able to run for a first down there, but he got nailed suddenly. 2nd down. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Texans still with an opportunity to take the lead. Just got to get a touchdown. Kick that extra point. Second and 5. Long pass over to the right side. Underthrown. He hit the defender in the back. If he'd been paying attention, he could have had an interception. See, that's the problem. How many times do I have to say it? Mills doesn't throw well downfield. Stop doing it. Just stop. Stop it. Get some help. 3rd down and 5. You only need 5 yards. They run it right up the middle. Stop just short. 4th and less than 1. Well, 4th and 1. They don't give him a good spot there. It's 4th and a long one. Looks like they're going to go for it. Texans are going to go for it. Got a couple of guys in the backfield. Mills in the shotgun. Here's the handoff. Marks. He gets free. Almost breaks it. He gets the first down and about 5 more. Converted on a 4th down. He got hit one time, was able to get through it. He almost broke it there. If he'd been able to get his foot free right there, he might have could have gone for a lot more. $18-yard line, 1st and 10. Mills is back, throws it to the end zone. Schultz is there. Batted away. Once again, the pass is about 15 to 17 yards down the field. And once again, the pass is no good because it hits the back of the receiver of the defender or the back. Look at that. He's throwing it to guys who are defended. I don't quite get that. 2nd and 10. Mills rolls out to the right side. He's got a guy. No, he's defended. Why is he throwing it to guys who are covered? But there's a flag. 6:02 left in the second quarter. What in the world exactly is going on with Mills right now? Illegal contact on the defense. That's helpful. 5-yard penalty and automatic first down. That'll work. That'll put the Texans on the 13-yard line with a first down. The Texans and Mills get a lucky break there, the illegal contact. It's going to be a run over the right side. He reverses it, goes back to the left side. He's got some room all the way down. Does he get the first? Take a look at this. This was a toss to the right side. It was a complete collapse. So he changes direction and goes back to the left side. Gets all the way down to the first down. Now it's going to be 1st and goal for the Texans. 5.5 left in the second quarter. They only, oh no, it's 2nd down and 1. They didn't get the first down. Marks is going to run it. He doesn't get it. He's hit before he can get there and just falls down at the line of scrimmage. They just gave a terrible stat. Inside the 5-yard line, the Texans scored touchdown 25% of the time. It's the worst in the NFL. How do you do that? How do you have a 25% conversion rate inside the 5? I think that me and some randomly chosen friends of mine can do better than that. Woody Marks is in the backfield. 3rd and 1. What are you going to do? Say what you want about the Texans head coach, but at least he's not a fat guy. I wouldn't want to mess with him. All right. Looks like Mills is going to line up under center with Marks in the backfield. Here comes the snap. It's a handoff. Marks goes up the middle. He's got the first down. Picks up about 2 yards. 1st and goal from the 2. Okay, that's step 1. Get the first down. Step 2 is get the touchdown. 4:35 left in the second quarter, in the first half. Nick Chubb in the backfield with Mills. Shotgun. Hands it off. Right side. Gets to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2nd and goal from the 2. Looks like Chubb again, but they throw it in the end zone, and that's a touchdown. Christian Kirk. Finally. Fake handoff, and then the throw wide open. See, this is what I was talking about. Those kind of passes Mills can make all day long. Just like 7-yard passes, no problem. There's no excuse for the Rockets. Man, I'm still in basketball mode. I do Rockets games like 4 or 5 days a week. And I only do the Texans game once a week. So I get stuck in saying Rockets over and over and over again. But the Texans manage a touchdown, get the extra points, take the lead. It's 10-9. How about that? Texans with the lead. Ah, man. take a quick look at the live chat before I go back to trying to fix my scoreboard again. TD Susan says, absolutely. Brutus says, woohoo! Absolutely nice. Now if I can just go back to figuring out what's going on with my API here. Complete diagnostic. Download. Texans. Complete diagnostic. Now let's just run it. Okay. All right, I've got the Claude AI double checking my diagnostic. It says it doesn't have the proper API endpoint. Or stop the proxy completely. Okay, just did that. Step 2. CGS proxy. All right. Texans kick off to the Bills. They bring it back to what appears to be the... Well, they cut it off. Wow, the Texans have 29 interceptions over the past 2 seasons. And there's still more football to be played. Allen throws it down the field. It's tipped and intercepted by the Texans, who are running it back all the way down to the end zone, and a touchdown. It's a pick 6. A flag is down. They picked that flag up, and they have another one down around the 12-yard line. We're going to see what it is. Illegal blindside block against the intercepting team. So unfortunately, the ball will come back. But look at this. Looks like it was tipped. Yeah, it was tipped and then caught. How about that? Illegal blindside block. So the Texans will get the ball deep in Bills territory, which is awesome. Unfortunately, there was a blindside block right there. You see it on the right. He just shoved him down in the back. That was totally unnecessary. So that eliminates the pick 6. Derek Barnett is the one who committed the penalty. 3:26 left until halftime. We were just talking about the Texans having 29 interceptions in the past 2 seasons, and now it's 30. They try to hand it off right up the middle with Woody Marks, and he gets taken down in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13. 3:10 left in the second quarter. Mills in the shotgun. He's looking for somebody to throw it to over to the left side and immediately lit up. Another loss of down, another loss of yards. Why are they going backwards? They get a pick six and they go backwards 3 times. Penalty, rushing, passing. Backwards, backwards, backwards. 2.5 left in the first half. They're going to have to settle for a freaking field goal here. Are you kidding me? 3rd and 17. Texans defense gets the ball, gets a pick six, commits a penalty, loses the touchdown, and the offense is going the wrong way. Mills is going to throw it. He's got a man open. Come on, get that first down all the way down to about the 25-yard line. He's short 5 yards of the first down. Fourth and a long 4. And we are at the 2-minute warning, so there's going to be a commercial break right now. I hope that they are not thinking about going for it right here, because I do not trust the Texans to go for it on 4th and 5. Just kick the field goal and take that 4-point lead. You know what I'm saying? Kick the field goal. Take the 4-point lead. Let's see what we got in the live chat here. Brutus, I am in Hiroshima City at the apartment. If it's very bright and very white, very clean, then I am in the city. Well, of course, Yeti, I also hope the scoreboard works in the second. I hope it works before that. I'm still working on it. Of course the interception stands. I mean, if a penalty is called after the interception, they can't take the interception away. Brutus says this season, 11 interceptions, only 10 TDs allowed. Only team with that crazy stat. Yeah, they are awesome, but they're still too soft on 3rd down. Yep, Brendan, you're right. A completely unnecessary, unneeded, stupid block in the back. That wasn't even a block. That was just a shove in the back. It was a stupid penalty. It's very stupid. They know not to do that crap. These guys know not to do that. They absolutely do know that. So I'm with you on that. It was a stupid play. Here comes the field goal attempt from Fairbairn. Field goal's good. What do you think of that on the screen right now? What do you think of that scoreboard? Is that working for you? Is that working for you? Thank God, finally. I actually got it working before halftime. Finally. Finally. Let's see here. Let me try. I want to try something here. I want to alter my chat there. There we go. That's better. 13-9 with 1:56 left in the second quarter. Scoreboard's finally working. Here comes the kickoff. Bills catch it about the 2-yard line. He's bringing it back 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He's past the kicker. He's gone. Are you kidding me? There we go. Can you believe it? It's not a dream. It's a returned touchdown right before halftime. Kickoff. The Texans get an interception, kick a field goal, then on the kickoff, give up a 98-yard touchdown return. 98 freaking yards. 98 yards. Yeah, I'm having some internet issues too. That's something I can't fix myself. I'm gonna have to talk to the apartment guy and find out what's going on. I do believe that there's a way for me to bypass the Wi-Fi and just use the direct line, but I'm not sure if that's going to help or not. Yeah, you know, Brutus, by the time you say that there's a connection issue, I already know. Everything you're seeing is delayed compared. So when I have a problem, you see it a few seconds later, if not many seconds later. Nice throw down the field there. Collins makes a good catch and movement down the field, but now he is down. Looks like he's a little shaken up. Take a look at this. He got hit really hard right there. So the Texans have the ball at the 49-yard line with 51 seconds left to play in the second quarter, but they have an injury timeout so they can attend to Collins. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Brutus. It's a pretty crazy end to the first half. I wish I could enjoy it more. It's irritating that It's hard enough to juggle trying to call the game and fix the coding at the same time and get the scoreboard and all of that stuff fixed. But whenever the internet keeps going in and out, it really ticks me off, especially since I was in the countryside using Starlink and I didn't disconnect this much. Just this week, I've disconnected like 5 times. That's highly unacceptable. So I need to send a message to I am subleasing the apartment from another guy, so I need to message him about the internet and find out what's going on because I'm paying for the internet. I'm paying half of it. And I need to figure out what's going on because this level of performance for the internet is unacceptable. Collins was finally able to get up and go off the field. He appears to be okay. 16-13 right now. Texans have the ball at the Bills' 49-yard line. Mills in the shotgun. He's got a guy on the left side. There we go. Picks up about 8 yards. That was a 7-yard pass. You see? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Looks like the Bills have an injury now. They're going to take him off the field. 30-second injury timeout. 2 timeouts for injuries back to back. Division leader Pittsburgh Steelers 6-4. That's funny. 6-4 and they're leading the division. Pretty redonkulous. Texans. Try to reload the game again. My preview screen is not working. I'm now on my backup connection. I decided to stop screwing around with the home internet. Pass interference on the defense. That penalty is declined, and it's a touchdown, Texans. Tell you what, I'm very excited for the Texans to get that touchdown. They've been getting the ball down the field so well right before halftime. With 5 seconds left, they get the touchdown to Higgins. But I'm also angry at the same time because of the stupid internet connection. It's really frustrating, so I appreciate you guys hanging out. Only 5 viewers, and I guarantee you this is why. Can't keep a decent connection, can't keep the scoreboard working properly. Extra point squeezes in. That's a 4-point lead going into halftime, 20-16, as long as they don't allow another kick to be run back. Let's take a look at this replay here on the touchdown. Perfect. Ten-yard pass. Perfect. I'm really looking forward to halftime because I need to send some messages, find out what the heck is going on. With this home internet, because it is supposed to be the best in the world, but it is crap right now. Yeah, Brutus, is probably what it is. Elon's aliens are messing up my connection here because I'm not using Starlink right now. If I were using Starlink, I think I wouldn't be having any issues. No return on that kickoff. Josh Allen comes out with 5 seconds left. Down by 4. Total yards for the Texans so far, 201, 156 for the Bills. And they're just going to kneel the ball and go straight to the locker room. And that's where we end at halftime. (20-16), Houston. I wonder if I have a halftime whistle I can show or I can play. I should. Let's see. Yeah, I do have a whistle. I have a cheer. I can play the cheer. I also have a touchdown file I can play. Did it actually play? I'm in the wrong folder. I need to get into another folder. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, there's the whistle. Where's the touchdown again? Touchdown. Yeah, there it is. It's the Tecmo Bowl touchdown. I'll keep that open. Maybe I can use it later. All right. I also need to open another folder. There we go. I'm going to play a little song here while I run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. It's halftime. Be back in just a moment.
I am the breath of sacred life. I rise above all pain and strife. I dwell in peace, I walk in light. I feel my body strong and right. I am aligned in every cell. In me divine perfection dwells. I am the river, calm and clear. I am restored, my time is here. My blood flows warm, my heart beats true. Each breath I take, I'm born anew. My bones are firm, my nerves are still. My every motion bends to will. I wake in joy, I rest with grace. No illness has a dwelling place. My organs sing in perfect tone. I stand in strength, I'm not alone. I bless my skin, my veins, my spine. Each thread of me is by design. My body hears my every word, and every healing truth is heard. I speak with power, calm and ease. My cells respond and aim to please. I am the garden ever grown. I feed on peace and love alone. I am the source of life within. There is no sickness I let in. I reign in truth, I breathe in light. My inner world is pure and right. I call forth health, I claim my form. My every system is reborn. By faith I see the work is done. My healing flows from only one. In love, I walk in trust. My healing path is calm and just. I feel no fear, I feel no lack. There is no need to hold me back. My energy is light and free. I rise in ease, I float like sea. My joy restores, my hope revives. I thrive because I am alive. My spine is straight, my lungs are clear. My voice rings out for all to hear. My liver cleanses, blood is pure. My healing is not just secure. It's now, it's done, it's manifest. in peace, I am at rest. My truth is health, my path is gold. I am the one I always hold. I am the word made into flesh. I am the rhythm, always fresh. I am rebirth with every breath. I stand immune to pain and death. I glow with health from crown to toe. Within, around, I let it flow. The power lies in what I claim. I speak it now in God's own name. I am whole, I am healed, I am true, I am sealed. I am light, I am flame, I am breath, I am name, I am joy, I am free, I am life, I am me.
Alrighty. Think about the missed opportunities that the Texans have had in this game. Not getting the touchdown earlier in the game, having to settle for a field goal, getting the interception, settling for a field goal again. You're talking about a total of 8 missed points. Right now, this game could be 28-16, and they'd have a real chance of winning. But since they're up by 4, they've given themselves a much better opportunity to win. If the Texans defense stays strong, maybe the Bills offense wears out, you know what I'm saying? I want to look at some stats here. Let's compare the Bills and the Texans' performance through the first half. 201 total yards for the Texans, 155. For the Bills, passing yards. I'm going to read 2 numbers. The first number is the Bills. The second number is the Texans. Passing yards, 78 to 122. Rushing yards, 77 to 79. I'm surprised that the Texans are so much higher in passing yards. Yards per play, 5.7 and 5.6. Surprising. First downs, 7 for the Bills, 13 for the Texans. Third down efficiency, 2 for 6 and 1 for 6. Texans suffering terribly on third down efficiency. Fourth down efficiency, 2 for 2 versus 1 for 1. Total plays, Bills 27, Texans 36. Sacks allowed, Bills 1, Texans 0. 1 punt for the Bills, 2 for the Texans. 40 yards of penalties for the Bills and 15 for the Texans. No fumbles lost. 1 interception thrown by the Bills. In some categories, Texans winning. In other categories, about the same. I'm actually quite surprised that the Bills are able to get 5.6 yards per play. That's shocking. I like to go on TV with my big beard and big hat. Well, I'm on YouTube with my small beard and small hat. Let's see what we got going in the live chat. If we got some messages I can get to. Patrick, how's it going? Thank you for asking. I'm doing okay. Actually, what I can let you know is that I was planning to do a fast. I'm just tired of dealing with pain all the time. And I mean the simple version is I don't want to die. I want to live. My doctor says I'm gonna die. I mean, of course we're all gonna die, but he thinks I'm gonna die any day. And if I live another year, I'll be lucky. That's what he thinks. And it is true that I've had this large tumor on my kidney for several years now. That's true. I've been into the hospital. I've been to the hospital many times for checkups and stuff, but I've been in the hospital twice, almost 2 months one time, and for about a week another time, and for different reasons. They were similar, blood clots, but one was a blood clot in my leg, which is very dangerous, and then just clots coming out when I would use the toilet, and they were just large and getting stuck, causing problems, so I had to go in the hospital for that. Pains, and now I've got a couple of spots on my lungs. So I've got stuff that I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just tired of it. And I don't want that to get worse. I don't want to die. I want to get better. And so something popped up recently. It was a video by this Indian girl who said that she had cancer and she started doing yoga, focusing on, I guess, what you would call what the Japanese called ki. Ki is just energy, the energy flowing in your body. Chinese call it qi. And if you're familiar with the yin yang principle applies to many areas of life. It's not just one or two things, it's many areas of life. And the yin is the more female aspect, and the yang is the more male aspect. And as it relates to the body, the tumor that I have that's stuck in here is just the accumulation of energy in one spot that has not been able to release. And as it's attempting to release, it gets stuck in other areas. And that's why that's why I have spots on my lungs. That's the attempt of the energy trying to release, but the body's not able to expel it. And so it just spreads. And so I decided to follow some of the things that she's doing, including changing my diet. And the food that you eat, it's on a spectrum of yin yang. Yin being more cooling and cold and softening and releasing and things like that. And on the other end, yang is harder, spicier, hotter, and it's accumulating. So one is releasing and one is accumulating. You need both. You need them in balance. And mine has been drastically out of balance. So because of that, I've decided to change my diet to a balanced yin-yang diet. This morning, you should have seen the really lovely soup that I made. I had brown rice with it. Right now, I'm snacking on some simple crackers, unsalted. But the third quarter is underway. Here's the kickoff. All the way in the end zone. He's going to bring it out. 15, 20, and he trips and falls. He trips and falls at the 20. So that's where the Bills are going to start, at the 20-yard line. $20 to 16. There's a run up the middle. He's not going anywhere. 2nd and 10. Dog pile in the middle of the field. You guys remember that when you were kids? You ever play dog pile? Can you imagine doing that as adults, just yelling out dog pile and everybody piling on each other? Or dog pile on Bob, and everybody dog piles on Bob. Allen drops back. He's going to throw it down the middle. It's complete. Wide open, plenty of room for the first down, and he runs for several more yards right up the freaking middle. Picked up almost 20 yards there. Wide open in the middle of the field. Anderson got hit hard on that tackle, and they're going to take him out after that play. Yeah, smear the queer with the ball. We played that too. That was fun. Allen in the shotgun. He's going to have to run the ball. He gets rushed out, almost sacked. He manages to get 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Allen in the shotgun. He's got Cook in the backfield. Shakir on the left side. He hands it off to Cook. He goes up the middle. He only gets about 2 yards, maybe. Bills with the ball on their own 43. It's 3rd and 6. Man, that candy apple red helmet, I love it. I freaking love it. I want one of those in the background whenever I do Texans games. 3rd and 6 from the shotgun. He's got a man in the backfield in motion. Number 26, who's that? Hey, looks like he's... Oh, he gets away. I thought it was going to be a sack, but he got away. Now he's running on the left side. He's got nowhere to go. Come on, get him. Get him. Yes. Allen runs around, and winds up losing more and more yardage. Good job, sir. That play was so long. I think that's one of the longest plays I've ever seen. It's definitely the longest play I've seen this year. The sack was just barely missed right there, and then the Texans just start chasing him around the field. He goes all the way over to the sideline, and then he tries to come back to the middle, just losing yards the whole freaking time. It's now 4th and 24. He lost almost 20 yards on that play. Good job, Allen. Here comes the punt. Over on the right side. Doesn't look like a very good punt. Fair catch at the 30-yard line. Texans will start right there. It's 11-11 left. That was a great defensive performance by the Texans.
The commercial break is upon us, my sons.
Let me go back and look at that live chat. I'm sure I'm missing some of you good people's comments. But Patrick, yes. All of that stuff that I said was kind of in response to what you were asking if I'm doing well. I'm my miso soup this morning, it has barley in it. It's a very balanced miso. It's not very yang and it's not very yin. It's in the middle. It's fermented. You know, miso soup is fermented soup. Very, very good for helping to soften and break up tumors and wash them out. I added shiitake mushrooms, which are really good for breaking down tumors. I also added a lot of dark leafy greens. And I also added cooked daikon radish. If you don't know what a daikon radish is, it's a huge white radish. These are Japanese radishes. They're very, very good for cleansing the body out. And also I added ginger. I added all of that to a huge bowl of miso soup. And then I had brown rice with it as well. I did have some very light coffee, but coffee itself is very, very yang energy. Not so good for what I'm hoping to accomplish, so I'm limiting myself to just 1 cup of light coffee. It's very, very weak. Brutus says, gonna mail out some nasty grams during halftime. Bugs Bunny delivering dynamite boxes. Yeah, I want to. Right now, I'm actually running on my phone connection. For those of you, I'm sure you don't know this, but my backup internet connection right now is my phone connection. So I'm doing my live stream through my phone connection. Can you believe that? Because it hasn't disconnected. My phone connection has not disconnected yet, but my connection to the home internet has. Tell me how that makes any sense at all. Texans have the ball at the 31-yard line, their own 31-yard line, and they come up to the line. Immediately, there's some whistles. Okay. Number 57 is reporting eligible, is what they say. Patrick wants to know if I'm cold. No, I turned off my heater, and I have 2 shirts on, my hat, and just a thin neck scarf kind of thing. It's enough for me. Mills throws the screen over on the left side, and they move it down the field. Chubb's got it. Picks up about 11 yards for the first down. Nice. That was not the last play. That was some highlights from earlier. All right. 1st and 15. Looks like we have a penalty on the Texans. He throws it over the right side. Chubb, and he's covered up immediately. I'll get a bird right outside the glass here. I was thinking, is that a bird? Bills have a guy down on the field. I don't know if you guys can hear the bird or not, but it's right outside the window. It's literally 2 feet from my hand right now, but it can't see me because there's frosted glass there. Here's a replay. It's, I think, Bernard that went down. Looked like he got his foot mixed up with his teammate's foot. Injury timeout. Let's get back to those live chat comments. Yeah, that's right, Brutus. Tecmo Bowl touchdown. 20-16 with 5. Huh? That's not right. Let me update that right quick. $10:27 left in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 16 for the Texans. The Texans and missed opportunities seem to go hand in hand. I'm with you, Flutter. Canadian bacon pizza with eggs on top. That's interesting. Yeah, but right now, that's actually something that I can't have right now. Well, I say I can't have it. I'm choosing not to. You know, Yeti, one of the things that I mentioned earlier was that, yin yang. On one end of the spectrum, on one very far end of the spectrum, the foods that are very, very yin are like alcohol and sugar, sweet foods. But can you guess what's on the opposite end? What foods are very, very yang? animal products. So meat, cheese, eggs, dairy, etc. These things are very, very yang. And it's kind of funny because I was trying to do a keto diet, but ultimately I just wasn't getting better. And actually I got a second spot on my lungs. And my original spot on my lungs grew a little bit. So it's like, what exactly is going on? Because I thought a low sugar, no sugar, low carb, keto diet would help me out, but it wasn't. I couldn't figure out what's going on. And now it's like, well, it makes perfect sense. If yang energy is what's causing the tumor to be stuck, that energy to be stuck, and that's what caused the tumor, piling on more and more and more yang energy foods is not going to help. Here is the 2nd and 16 snap. Mills is going to rush it out on the right side. He's got to run it all the way down. 3rd and short, but there's another flag that might be holding. Yeah, it is. Yay, 10-yard penalty. 2nd down, it remains. But anyway, when you're eating meats and cheese and milk and stuff like that, you're eating stuff that is very, very yang, very, very out of balance. Just like when you're eating a lot of sweets and alcohol, you're out of balance the other direction. You need to be in the middle because you need a little bit of both, but you don't need a lot of either one. 2nd and 26. Woohoo! Let's do this thing. He hands it off right up the middle to the right side. He picks up a nice chunk. Good little run there by Marks. 3rd down and 16. That was actually a 10-yard run by Marks. Not bad. Got back a nice chunk of that in one run. Third and 16. One man in the backfield. Marks. Mills is going to... What happened there? He just gave up and threw it into the ground. The refs are going to talk about it. There's a flag that might be intentional grounding. Ineligible man downfield. Penalty declined. It's 4th down. That was one of the lousiest offensive performances I've seen from the Texans, and I've seen plenty. Yeah, Daryl, I hear you. They say that eggs are one of the, eggs are, or I'm sorry, Yeti, yeah, eggs contain all the essential nutrients. That's an exaggeration. It's an exaggeration to say that eggs have all the nutrients we need. That's a huge claim. I don't think anybody says that. But I see what you're trying to say. Many of the nutrients that we supposedly need, yes, the yolk of the egg does contain a lot of stuff, as long as you don't overcook it. If you cook the yellow to where it's hard, or scramble it with the white, then you're not going to get the benefit of those nutrients. You gotta have a runny yellow. There's another flag on that punt. But the problem is, my body's way out of balance because of the tumors. So I have to eliminate eggs for now because they are too yang. The energy is too far one way. What's the call? Holding on the Bills during the kick. Nice highlight there. They're going to enforce that holding penalty, half the distance to the goal on the Bills. So that will back them up a little bit further. All right, here we go. 9 minutes left in the third quarter, 20-16. Let's go, Hulkamaniacs. First and 10 from the 9.5-yard line. Bills with the ball. Here's the snap. He's got one man in the backfield. They go right up the middle. He's going to pick up 1, 2, 3, about 3.5 yards. Around 2nd and 7 for the Bills. Yeti, it's been even longer since I've had alcohol. Actually, I will tell you this, though. I did buy a small bottle of Japanese rice wine, and it's sitting right in there because I'm going to have a tiny little sip. Maybe every day or two, just a tiny little sip. Something like that is good. It's very, very light, right? You just have a little bit. Allen drops back, throws it in the grass because he was being, I guess you could say, pursued heavily in the backfield. Third and 6. 3rd and 6 for the Bills. Another big stop opportunity. How about the Texans get a big stop here and a score? One man in the backfield. He's in the shotgun. Now he moves over beside him. Allen's back. He's looking for a man to throw it to. He's going to get sacked again. Yes, he is. How do you like that? Another loss of down, loss of yards. Hunter and Anderson are there. Allen is not having a good day, that's for sure. He's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, ah! He saw that second guy coming. It looked like he was like, I'm just going to go ahead and go down. That was great right there. Loving on the coach. Not so secret lovers. Punt time. Ah, no block. I was hoping for a block. Short punt. Texans are going to have it at about the 47-yard line, their own 47. Good starting field position for the Texans. Yeah, right now, as far as eating or drinking sugar, I'm getting it just from natural sources, but if I do get it, I keep it very small because it's so far to the left. You don't want to go from one extreme to the other. Eating a lot of animal products and meat and stuff, that's very, very far one direction. So if you're driving your car too fast and it's a little out of control, you don't just slam your car in reverse. You have to first slow down and come to a stop gradually. You know, if you just go to the opposite side and start eating a lot of sugar and drinking alcohol and things like that, that's like slamming your car in reverse while you're driving 100 miles an hour down the road. So that's no good. You need balance. You need to just focus on having that balance in the middle. The interesting thing is I've also lost I've lost more than 7 pounds in the past few days also after changing my my plan. I haven't had any meat at all in the past few days, and I've been eating a lot of eggs in the past, but I haven't had any eggs either. No eggs, no cheese, no meat in the past few days. It's just been mostly miso soup with the shiitake mushrooms, the green leafy vegetables, ginger, and daikon radish. The miso soup with the daikon radish, these are the main things that I need to get in my body. And then I follow it up with some brown rice. It's good stuff. Well, who cares what the CDC says? They say a lot of stuff. There are studies showing that certain types of alcohol are definitely good for you in the right amounts and with the right regularity. For example, red wine is good for you, but how much and how often? One of the referees was grabbing at his legs. Yeah, he was grabbing at his leg earlier. They're gonna have to cart him off the field. So they're gonna switch some refs around. Vegas is getting involved, everybody. Ouch. Looks like his hamstring. They had to help him off the field. Now he's gone. They're going to have to shuffle guys around on the field. I guess they're like, that guy, we need to replace him with a Vegas guy. It might seem cynical, but, you know, who knows? Maybe there's some truth to it. Who knows? First play's right up the middle. Picks up maybe 3. Second down and 7 to go. Another guy is down. This time it's a Buffalo Bill. Man, what is it with all the guys going down today? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. They've woken the beast, Daryl. Yes, that's right. Yet he says, hope you're getting enough protein. No, protein. If I get protein at all, it's going to come from something like fermented soy. So yes, plant protein, yes. Animal protein, no, absolutely not. I can't have any animal protein right now. I am getting some protein, but not from animals. Like I said, no animal food stuff for me. I have been having just a tiny bit of yogurt every couple of days, but the amount of yogurt that I have is negligible and it's unsweetened. But as far as that, I'm not having any other animal foods. Animal protein is very bad for cancer, tumors, if you didn't know that. And that's one of the reasons why I think that the keto thing wasn't really working. Cinnamon schnapps is great for you? Well, you never know. That ref was on our side. Yeah, that's right, Flutter. The ref was on our side, and they were like, hey, listen, you're going to fake a hamstring right now? Or let's just say that we're not going to let your family out of this room that we've got them in right now. Mr. Texas Grass says something that's interesting. He says, count the flags he throws. It would be funny to go back in the game and see how many flags he threw versus the other refs. That would be funny. Bills falling like flies. Yeah, the Bills and the refs. The Texans defense is so strong that the Bills and the refs are falling. $7:16 left in the third. Finally, we get back to the game. 2nd and 7. Texans with the ball. Mills under center. He's got Marks in the backfield. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Marks on the right side. He's got room. He pushes up the middle. Falls about 2 yards short of the first down. It'd be 3rd and 2. Texans with the ball on the 50-yard line. Just 50 more yards to go, guys. Let's move it into the end zone. And check this out. Now a Texan is down. Are you kidding me? It's Woody Marks. He doesn't appear to be seriously injured, though. They're rubbing on his knee right now. We're going to take another quick look and see what might have happened here. Can we see anything? Kind of hard to see anything there. It looked like they were rubbing on his right leg. He's still down at the moment. How many stoppages are we going to have for injuries today? Insane. Third down and 2. 6:51 left in the third. Before this game, the Texans had a 30% probability of getting into the playoffs. If they win tonight, it'll be up to 47%. If they lose, it'll be down to 22%. All right, Marks is up and off the field. We got a handoff on the right side to Chubb, and he gets stuffed immediately right at the line of scrimmage. They get nothing. Good call. Let's just hand it in the backfield and try to run for 7 yards instead of 2. 4th and 2. Are they going to punt it away? What a dud of a drive. That turned out to be worse than the last drive. They had great field position. They did nothing with it. Let's start. That was like 8 or 9 yards behind where they needed to get for the first down. And now there's a flag. Please be offsides. False start, of course. They're going to go backwards a little bit more. Doesn't really matter since they're punting it away anyway. Hey, Juan, good to see you. Go Texas. Or do you mean go Texans? Probably Texans. Fourth and 7. The punt is coming up. Here's the snap. All the way down to about the 6-yard line, and he fair catches it there. That's where the Bills will start. Allen runs out onto the field to take his usual beating. You know, the 4th and 2, the Texans were actually going to try to go for a sneak and run it up the middle, but they got called for a false start, so they wound up punting it away. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Handoff right up the middle. Picks up about 2 yards. It'll be about 2nd and 8 for the Bills. Flutter says it's the fact that these guys had less days to recover from the previous Sunday's games. That's true. They didn't have many days to get better. Just 4 days. 4 days of recovery time is a short week, you know? Short week. Second and a long 6 is where they mark it. Allen from the shotgun. He's going to throw in the middle. He's got a guy, but he's going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and about 3. So the Texans are a little soft there and they give up a little, but now they make the 3rd down very manageable. The top 5 most quarterback pressures in the NFL. In the top 5, Daniel Hunter and Anderson Jr. are in the top 5. 2 Texans are in the top 5. 3rd and 3. Here's the snap. Josh Allen looking. He's going to go downfield. He's got a guy open, and they get the first down, but the ball comes out. Is that going to be a catch and a fumble recovery? It looks like a catch and a fumble. They're going to rule it a catch and a fumble. We'll see. So here it is. That's definitely a catch and a fumble. He punched it out after he caught it. He took several steps and he punched it out. It was recovered by the Texans. Texans are back in business. Reed is the one who picked it up. Who knocked it out? Shakir was the receiver. Shakir was the receiver on that play. He had it knocked out. The Texans have it at the 22-yard line of the Bills. All right, one man in the backfield. Mills is going to hand it off right up the middle. It's about a 6 or 7 yard gain. 2nd down and short. Woody Mills back. Woody Mills. Woody Mills. Woody Marks back in the game, gets 7 yards. 2nd and 3. 3:33 left in the 3rd quarter. All right. 2 men in the backfield. Marks, Johnson. Johnson in motion over the right side. It's a handoff to Marks. He goes up the middle, and he gets stopped. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2 again. This is right now is where the Texans really, really must have a touchdown. A field goal only puts them up by 7. I don't want them to get into the same situation they were in last week where they stay within striking distance with a touchdown and an extra point. There's a handoff up the middle, and he gets hit immediately. How did he get that first down? How did he get that first down? Woody Marks falls backwards and runs backwards, basically, and falls forward for that first down. Look at this. He got hit right there at the line of scrimmage and stumbles, and gets the first down. Woo! Good job. Ball is at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Hand off again to Marks, and he falls down right there at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there. You know, I think a good play there would have been to fake the handoff and Mills run it on the weak side, on the left side, because he took off running like he was going to run it, and there was nobody there. But you know that they're not expecting that play. They're not expecting them to call a running play with Mills. They probably could have picked up at least 3 or 4 yards, if not more than that. He might have been able to run it in the end zone. Who knows? He had plenty of space. 2:09 left in the 3rd. 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line. Mills in the shotgun with Marks beside him, and there's a flag. Don't tell me that's a false start. Play clock. Oh, it's a delay of game. How do you do that? How do you get a delay of game? Here we go again. Texans get a great opportunity. They get a turnover. And what do? They move backwards. I'm tired of seeing that. You know, I have to be honest. I'm tired of seeing the Texans get the ball back with good field position or getting a turnover and immediately going backwards. Mills in the shotgun. He throws it down the middle. That was looks like it was tipped at the line. Terrible pass, incomplete. 3rd and 15. Absolutely miserable. Charles says, "Go Texans, defeat those Bills. A bill is what a bird uses to peck its backside. Texans for the win." I hear that. Mills in the shotgun. He throws it to the left side. He's got a guy open. He stumbles. He moves forward. It's not going to be a first down, but he's going to pick up some yardage. Not anywhere near close enough for a first down. And they're going to take Mills and the offense off the field. 4th down and about 7. Field goal attempt incoming. Very short distance right up the middle. There's the snap. Kick is up and good. Texans up 23-16. No touchdown, but we were close. Houston getting ready to kick off with 17 seconds left in the third. They're up by 7. Yep, you're right, Yeti. They should be up more. Right now, the Texans should be at 30 points, if not more, maybe 32 points. 32 points would make the most sense right now because they've missed several opportunities. They've had good field position. They've had the ball very close to the end zone, and they failed 3 times. That's a loss of 12 points, basically. So they should be up 35-16 right now. Down in the end zone. So they're going to bring it out. They're going to bring it out to the 35-yard line, I believe. First and 10 with 17 seconds left for the Bills in the third quarter. From the 35-yard line, Allen under center, one man in the backfield. It's Cook. He's going to try to throw it, and he gets sacked. Allen tries to make something happen with the throw on first down, and Toto comes barreling through that line and takes him down, tossing him like a sack of taters.
What's taters, precious?
And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Second down and 17 is where the Bills are going to start in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. I appreciate you all being here. Views are still pretty low right now. I don't know why. Now that the scoreboard is looking all nice and sexy, it's working. I don't have all of my new animations working, but many of them are. And I got my preview screen working. Everything right now is kind of good to go. I finally stabilized my internet connection. Isn't it ridiculous that I have a 5G phone service connection? I have unlimited data. And right now I've got my phone sitting up here by the window using it as a hotspot. And that's how I'm live streaming this game. And I haven't had any connection issues since I've been using it. But the fiber optic internet in this house, which I just paid for, by the way, has disconnected me so many times this week, and today has been a total disaster. And the timing couldn't be worse, because the first half, most of you know that I was having issues with the coding, with the scoreboard working because of the code issue. But isn't it ridiculous that now I'm using my phone's data connection and everything's working just fine? Shouldn't it be like the other way around? You would think so. You'd think it'd be the other way around. But actually, when I was out in the countryside at my old house, I was using Starlink as my main connection. Starlink didn't have an issue very often, but whenever it did, my backup connection was my phone. I could still use my phone, even though it was only 4G, because out in that countryside area, they don't have 5G. They only have 5G here in the city and in some other areas outside the city. But in my area, it's way out in the country. Trust me, it's very far in the country. So my previous phone service, I was using Docomo. And Docomo had almost no connection out there, so I couldn't use my internet. So I switched over to Rakuten Mobile, and they work really well out in my area. So they obviously have a tower out there that they use. Bills with the ball, 2nd and 17. Allen in the shotgun. He drops back, and he's going to throw it down the middle. It's complete. They tackle him immediately, but that's a nice chunk. Third and 13. Come on, this is a great opportunity. Shut them down again. Texans defense. If the offense is just going to keep kicking field goals and doing 3 and out, then the defense has to keep shutting them down. This is what the Texans do. Come on. 14:21 left. Allen back. He's looking for somewhere to go. They rush him out. He's going to run it. Yes, he's going to have to run it. He's going to get the first. Yes, he is. He slides down. Did he slide down too early? I don't know. They marked him really generously. I think he slid down before he got to that line. How does Josh Allen scramble out of there? They come after him. They almost get the sack. They miss him. Look at all that space he has. But then when he slides down, I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe the ball was there. They totally blew it. How do they give up 3rd down and 13? Josh Allen runs for a 1st down. Good grief. 1st and 10. Throw over on the right side. It's complete, but only picks up about 2 yards. Gilliam with the 2-yard reception. 2nd and 8. Just a little over 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Cook in the backfield. They hand it off on the left side. He breaks free, gets the first down and a lot more all the way down the left side and pushed out of bounds finally. He picks up more than 20 yards, looks like. Let's see how much he picks up here. Yep, it was 20 yards, 20-yard pickup. He breaks the tackle there. 2 tackles missed. That costs him another 10 yards. 1st and 10 for the Bills at the Texans 32. Hand off right up the middle. Now it looks like the Bills have it figured out. Stop trying to throw the ball and just hand it off. It seems to be working. Right up the middle, they pick up about 4 more. 2nd and 7 officially. Going to be a run right up the middle. He falls forward, picks up several yards. About 2 yards shy of the first down. It's 3rd and 2. I appreciate you all being here, by the way. If you have not liked the live stream, please do so now. If you have not commented in the live stream, please do so now. If you have not shared with your friends, family, and enemies, please do so now. If you have not left all of your estate to me in your will, please do so now. Handoff on the left side. They stop him and drive him backwards. They have to blow the whistle. Cook's not able to get it. 4th down and 1 is what it's going to be, a long one. Just your frenemies? I've had a few of those. I've had a few frenemies myself. They're going to go for it. They're not going to kick the field goal. They're going to go for it with 11 minutes left in the fourth. 4th down and 1 for the Bills. Come on. Hands it off. And they get him in the backfield. They're not going to get it. Texans D for the win, baby. Texans D for the win. They blew it up in the backfield, and he couldn't even get to the line of scrimmage. They lost yardage, and that's a turnover. Man, the Bills coach is furious. Look at this. As soon as he gets the ball, boom, baby. He got smothered. Eat that. Come on, man. Bow up. Bow up. That's right. They're playing right and dirty as they go into the commercial break. That's hilarious. Absolutely, that was a great stop, and that was exactly where they needed to do that stop. Because all the Bills had to do was kick a field goal, and they would have just been 4 points down. They could have done that. I understand that they're trying to tie the game up, but they still had 11 minutes on the clock. 11 minutes on the clock. And they had a pretty good drive down the field. Plenty of time to get the ball back and drive down the field again. Bad decision, in my opinion. Should have just kicked the field goal. They haven't had any points in a long time. They haven't had any points in a long time. "17 viewers. I look forward to the day when I have 170 viewers in the live stream, and then when I have over 1,000 viewers in the live stream. There have been times where I've had nearly 1,000 viewers. No, how many did I have at the most? Maybe 700 viewers in the live stream, but that was an MLB playoff game, or maybe the World Series. But if I had 5,000 subscribers, I would say that if I had 5,000 subscribers to my channel, then I wouldn't be focusing on any other thing, you know, as far as income. I could build a business. I could build my business on this channel. They are showing the results of that play, that handoff right up the middle, and how the Texans broke in there and just shut him down. He actually lost 2 yards on that play. I don't know if you are all aware of this, but the money that you make in Japan in a regular job is very low, very, very low. They don't even pay the teachers here $2,000 a month. It's very low. Cost of living is a little different, but $2,000 a month is not going to get you much. Handoff on the right side. Marks gets 1 yard. 2nd and 9 with 10 minutes left in the fourth. Yeah, I agree, Yeti. I think they should just kick the field goal. It's not like that, oh my God, we only have 3 minutes left in the game. We got to go for it. No, it's not like that. You still had 11 minutes, you know. Buddha says, I thought they'd send high jumper Allen over the top like last time. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. But maybe the Texans were also expecting that, and perhaps the Bills thought they were too. Mills throws it over the middle. Schultz drops it. That was about a 5-yard pass, maybe 4 yards. Well within Mills' ability. Incomplete. 3rd and 9. And this is the exact reason why the Bills coach should have been thinking and using his head. We will most likely be able to shut down the Texans on the next drive. So why not just kick the field goal and then go for the lead in the next drive? 3rd and 9 from the shotgun. Mills has to roll out. He was about to get sacked there, and he threw it out of bounds. That might be intentional grounding. Okay, so he was outside of the pocket, and he threw the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. So, yep. You know, it's funny because the Texans had a drive this half that I thought was the worst I've seen. Then they had another one after that that was equally bad, and that one was even worse. They relied too heavily on their defense. Punted down about the 30-yard line. He brings it back about 8 yards. They're going to have it at their own 38-yard line. 9:21 left in the fourth quarter. Allen's already back on the field. 3 and out for the Texans. Looking like complete trash with that possession. Like smelly tofu. If you've never had the privilege of smelling smelly tofu, then you are darn lucky. You are darn lucky. Imagine taking dirty, nasty old sweaty gym socks off of a player that has severe athlete's foot, taking a big bunch of those and throwing them into a pot of boiling, stagnant, polluted water, and then tossing in some hot garbage and maybe some sewage and boiling that all together. That's basically what smelly tofu smells like. If you smell that cooking and you're like, who's cooking the garbage? That's what smelly tofu smells like. And for those of you who've smelled it before, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who haven't, you'll say, oh, come on, you're exaggerating. No. No, I'm not. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. I wouldn't lie to you. I lived in China for almost 7 years. And I can tell you absolutely for sure that is definitely what smelly tofu smells like. I remember the first time I smelled it, actually. I was in Guangzhou, which is a city in southern China. I was walking down the sidewalk, and I was with one of my colleagues, and suddenly this smell hit me, and I went, oh my God, what is that smell? And immediately she started laughing, and she said, that's smelly tofu. And I was like, wait a second, that's food? I thought somebody had, maybe there was like a trash truck on a hot, it was a hot day at the time. I thought maybe a trash truck had had an accident and spilled all the garbage on the street or something. But she said, no, that's smelly tofu. Somebody's out on the street cooking. And when you can't even see them, they were like a block and a half, 2 blocks away. I mean, that smell is strong. All right, 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Toss over on the left side, complete for about 5 yards. 2nd and 5. My nephew's here. Pokemon Master. Pokemon Master. Good to see you. What's up with you? 2nd and 5. Allen in the shotgun. Got a running back in the backfield. Hey, look at that. Another sack. Texans go easy on him and just hold on to him until the whistle blows. I think Barnett gets the sack there. Anderson Jr., Barnett. 3rd and 12. He almost got that ball out of there. That would have been nice. Looks like the Bills forgot they can run the ball. Allen in the shotgun again, 3rd and 12. He's going to try to pass it. Over on the right side, he's got a man. Come on, shut him down. No first down. He gets the first. And a lot more. He's still running down the sideline. Still going. Oh my gosh. All the way down to about the 20-yard line. I swear. On 3rd and 12, they get 44 yards. Missed tackles, all the way down the sideline. Redonkulous is the word I'm looking for. 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Allen has to run, tries to run up the middle, but he's sacked in the backfield. He doesn't get out of there. Man, the Texans' defensive line is doing their job, but the secondary is sucking right now. Settle Jr. doesn't settle on that play. Allen tried to rush up the middle, and he felt the pressure, and he landed on Settle's head. Did you see that? He sat down right on his face. You see that? Watch this. Oh, they didn't show it. That was funny. 2nd and 15 with 6.5 left to play. Come on, D. You got to shut them down. You got to shut them down. Throw over the left side. It's complete. Still 10 more yards to go. 3rd and 10. Changed it to orange instead of gold since there was already a Pokemon Master named Gold on the show. So I wanted to be different and chose the name Orange. I like orange. It reminds me of Naruto and Dragon Ball. 3rd and 10. Allen in the shotgun. He's got a man over on the wing. Here's a snap. He's looking around for someone to throw it to. He's almost sacked again. 4th down and 10. 5:48 left. Are they going to go for the field goal this time? Look at this. He just tried to grab it and chunk it. I don't know where he was going with it. Man, they almost knocked it out again. You see, with this, if they make this field goal and they had made the one earlier, they'd only be down by 1 point. Here comes the field goal attempt. It's good. 4-point lead for the Texans. You see, if they'd kicked the field goal earlier, they'd be down by 1 point. With about, they'd actually have at least another minute, maybe 30 more seconds on the clock, maybe, but at least 6 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time to stop the Texans again and then kick a field goal. But no, now they got a more difficult job to do. They have to not only stop the Texans, they have to score a touchdown because a field goal won't help them. You see, they should have done the right thing. Let's see here. Uncle, missed you, man. I'm going to roll up some herb for you. Roll up some herb? As long as it's some healing herb, I'll take it. Uncle Strohs, I missed you, man. Finally, my southern uncle like his nephew. Tell me, Orange, do you like sweet tea? Do you like the southern style sweet tea, the iced sweet tea? I grew up on that stuff. Texas Grass says Bills have no offensive line. Well, it's looking that way today, that's for sure. But what's really crazy is when they start gouging the Texans. You know, they just let Allen run for 20 yards. They miss tackles and let them run down the sideline for 40 yards. They let them do a swing pass and then run it for 20, 25 yards. Those gash plays and those running plays and those quarterback run plays they need to tighten their belts a little bit on those things, you know. And the third down, that's the thing that gets me. You know, giving up too many third downs. Orange says, not the same. They're hurt. Some players are trading off season. I'd say nobody can stop Daniel Hunter 101. Dude is a machine. Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. Hunter and his brother in arms, they're two of the top 5 best in the NFL right now. You buzzed? Don't drink too much now. Don't drink too much now, little nephew. Right now, they're talking about the missed extra point earlier in the game and how important that is right now for the Bills because they need 4 points instead of just 3 to tie the game. Here's the kickoff, by the way. Who's back to get it? Noel, maybe? 20-yard line, cuts it over to the left side, got a little more room, gets up to the 25 and goes backwards, and he's down at the 20. What are you doing, man? He got up to about the 25-yard line, and then he went backwards and tried to go back around to the right, and he lost 5 yards. Could have had it at the 25, but now we got it at the 20 instead. Fail. That was a failed decision. If you're not the Flash, don't try the dash. Texans ball on what appears to be the 21-yard line. Chubb is in the backfield. Looks like Mills is going to throw it. Hey, did he make that catch? It's complete on the left side. They call it a catch. Higgins is over there. Mr. Higgins. That was a great call on first down. That's what I'm talking about right there. On 1st and 10, you got the lead by 4, and you throw a pass down the field for about 17 yards. They were definitely not expecting that. Take them off guard. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of the Texans. There's a run right up the middle, and they take him down immediately. That was Chubb. Nothing doing there. 2nd and 10. 5 minutes left. Yeah, Anderson Jr. and Hunter, definitely the best. They're the only teammates to both have at least 8 sacks each in the NFL. Mark's in the backfield next to Mills. He's going to throw it over the right side. Good play again. Picked up about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. A little shy of the first down, of course, but it's much more manageable. I think Mills can throw a 5 or 6 yard pass to get the first down. Since they had Marks in the backfield, I think that the Bills were looking for that handoff, and it didn't happen. 3rd and a long 5. Come on now, you got to get this. 3:45 left in the game. Shotgun. Here's the throw in the middle. They go with the idea that I was talking about, but they don't throw it far enough down the field. They needed to go 6 yards, 5 or 6 yards down the field. He only throws it basically 2 or 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. It's caught, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 2. And they're going to have to punt the ball away. Another terrible result on offense. 4th and 2 with less than 3 minutes left. They're going to be punting the ball from about their own 35-yard line. Townsend back. Here comes the kick. Going to catch it at about the... Oh! It takes a Bills bounce. They're going to have it about the 18 or 19-yard line. The Texans were back to try to stop it from going in the end zone, and the ball bounced backwards. So it took a Bills bounce. They were able to grab it and move it forward a little bit. So instead of having the ball inside the 5, they get it about the 18 or so yard line. Yeah, play it again, Sam. More downfield passes. The Jags skunked the Chargers. Yeah, they blew them out, didn't they? Beat the crap out of them. 1st and 10. Allen throws it over on the right side. He's open. They pick up about 6. 2nd and 4. Clock continues to run. 2.5 minutes left. Where are the timeouts on the screen? They don't have them on the screen. That's nonsense. 2nd and 4. Runs it right up the middle. It's going to be short. About 2 yards shy. It's going to go down to the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 2. Third down and 2. As we go down to the wire again. Texans up by 4, 23-19. The Bills with a very long, it says 3rd and 1 on the screen. It's a very long 1 yard. It's closer to being 2 yards. It's more like 3rd and 2. I hate what the Saints are doing all the time. That they're never relevant, and it's embarrassing. I'd rather go for my Jags, another place I live. Well, you know, I've never liked the Saints because I grew up liking the Oilers. Even when I moved to Louisiana and then the Oilers left Houston, I still couldn't get into the Saints. I still just wanted them to lose. And even today, it's the same. I just still want them to lose. I really can't stand that they won the Super Bowl. They shouldn't have won the Super Bowl. They were cheaters. They played really dirty. Orange says, I know the Jags haven't won a bowl, but at least they're not as sorry as the Saints are all the time. So that was my dad's state, Florida, Jacksonville, when I moved to Florida when I was 9. Mom from Louisiana, but moved with my dad in Florida at 9. Gotcha. Texas Grass says, remember when Jimmy Johnson would go for it on every 4th and 1? Good old Jimmy Johnson. Brutus says, 2-minute warning, let's go defense. Absolutely. 3rd and 1.65 yards. Can you imagine if it was that detailed? 1.65333333 yards to go. Alrighty, we're back. We're ready to go. Bills Texans, baby. Come on, this is the hometown crowd. You can't let them down. 3rd and 1, a long one. Or 3rd and maybe 1.5 yards. So the play clock is not working. The ref said they will administer the play clock now. Doesn't this sound fishy? What's going on here? Vegas called. Vegas called and they said, hey, yo, turn the play clock off and let's do a little on-the-field management, if you know what I'm saying. Here's the snap. A throw to the right side, and he's got the first down easy and a lot more. He picks up about 8 yards. First down plus 7 more. Shakir, that was an easy, quick pass over to the right side. Yeah, enter Vegas. That's absolutely right, Brutus. Here's the snap. He throws it right in the middle. He's got a man. Looks like he's going to get another first. No, he comes up just shy. A 9-yard gain. Allen to Johnson. And now the Texans defense giving up 7 to 9 yard plays back to back. Here's a throw over on the left side. They pick up just 3 yards, enough for the first down. They got the ball to about the Buffalo Bills, about to their own 46-yard line, 47-yard line. Allen from the shotgun. He drops back. He's got a man on the left side. Bounces away. He's looking for a flag, but there is no flag. It looks like the play clock is now working. Bills have a player who's grabbing at his groin. That's not an area that you want to have pain in. Second and 10. 2nd and 10. Once again, they have problems with the play clock. He's back in the snap. Uh-oh, they might get a sack here. They do. They pull him down. He didn't have anywhere to go. Downfield coverage was perfect. He stepped up, he looked around, and he was like, oh, crap, I got to get out of here. So he did what he should have done, which is run backwards. That's the exact right play, Allen. When in doubt, run backwards. That's my favorite Josh Allen play. Get scared, scream a couple of times like a little girl, and then run backwards. Take a look at this here. He's like, oops, I got it. No, I can't go there. What? He was tackled by like, oh, he had two guys there, another guy for backup. Sandwich. That's called a sack sandwich. You ever had a sack sandwich? Those are my favorites. A Houston Texans sack sandwich. Less than a minute to go. 3rd and 20, guys and gals. 3rd and 20. Never mind the second 10 on the screen. It's 3rd and 20. From their own 37. 3rd and hopeless. From the shotgun, Allen drops back. He has to rush out again. He's got guys on. He might get sacked. He does. He gets sacked again. There's a flag. I bet you it's going to be holding, and I bet you that they're going to decline it and make it 4th down. Allen is grabbing at his leg again. He's like, dadgummit. He's using those big adult words. Dadgummit. It's 4th and 27. 4th and 27. It's holding on the offense. And they decline the penalty. It's 4th down. I knew they would. I knew they would. Anderson over on that outside with that pressure. He got grabbed and held. He was basically tackled there. He had him. He had his man beat. And the only thing that guy could do was tackle him. Grab him, hold him, and tackle him. Allen's hand is hurt. He's trying to shake it off. They have to go for it. It's 4th and 27. Come on now. Lock down defense. Sack him to end the game. Come on, let's get a sack. Let's get another sack to end the game. I want a Hunter sack sandwich. Here's the snap. He drops back. He's going to throw it. He's got a man. And he throws it back. They toss it backwards. They're going to get the freaking 1st down and all the way down the field to the 25-yard line of the Texans. I'm telling you. Oh. Are you kidding me? He's got a man wide open in the middle of the field, and he tosses it to another guy who's crossing over, and they not only get the 1st down, but about 1,000 more yards. They're all the way down to the Texans' 26-yard line. Joe Brady from LSU, Joe Burrow championship fame with that call. It was the perfect call. Texans should have been paying attention. And that's where they really kind of blow it. And these little plays like that, these very important 3rd down, 4th down stops like that. No kidding. Once again, it's like the defensive line is just freaking awesome. 1st and 10, 41 seconds, and they have 2 timeouts. Once again, the defense is going to have to come up big. He throws it downfield all the way to the end zone. Did he catch it? They're going to say he's out of bounds. They say it's not a completion. He actually caught that freaking ball within like the 3-yard line over Stingley. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look how close that was. Stingley almost gives up a 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Oh my gosh. Whew. Speaking of LSU, Stingley's also an LSU guy. 3rd. I'm sorry. 2nd and 10. He throws it over on the left side, and he's going to come up just shy of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 17-yard line. The Bills take a timeout. 28 seconds left. Ah, man. I can't wait to make myself some more miso soup because I need something calming, soothing, and relaxing. I need to be calmed, soothed, and relaxed. Texans up by 4. It's 3rd and 1 on the Texans' 17-yard line. Bills with the ball. 28 seconds to go. Mills in the shotgun. He's got one man beside him. Now he's got another guy on his left. He's going to throw it. Knocked down. Once again, Texans defensive line makes the play. 4th and 1. That would have been a 1st down for sure. Look at this. He had a guy right over there. If he had caught it, he would have had that 1st down easy. He almost intercepted that ball. He got both hands on it. Excuse me. Hunter on the left side. Anderson Jr. on the right side. Stingley on the outside. He backs up. One man in the backfield. Allen is back there. And there's a flag. False start. That's right. Back them up, baby. It's going to be 4th and 6. I like the energy of this referee. He's like, 5-yard penalty. It's like he's punishing them, you know, talking to them like he's angry with them. Come on, the crowd is loud. They deserve a big stop right here. 4th and 6. Come on, light him up. Where's that sack? Where's that game-ending sack that I'm looking for? 4th and 6. Allen in the shotgun. He drops back. He's looking around. He almost gets sacked. He throws it downfield, and it's caught by the Texans. It's intercepted, baby. It's intercepted. But there is a flag down. Who's it going to be on? Yes, it's pass interference on the offense. The penalty is declined. It's Texans ball. This game is going to be over, baby. Texans D for the win. Texans D for the win. That's right. Eat that. The Bills come in at 7 and 3, and the Texans are going to be 6 and 5. How do you like that? Josh Allen tried to get rid of it quickly, and he couldn't make the play. Womp womp. Sorry, dude. It sucks to be you. Here we go. That's it. It's knelt. And the time is going to run off the clock. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. The Bills getting milled to death by the Texans defense. How about that? Yeah, womp womp. Thank you everyone for being with me today for this game. I appreciate you. Thanks for all the likes, the subs. No donations today, but I did have a donation recently from a couple of days ago. One of my subscribers donated through PayPal, and I haven't had a chance to put her name in the chat. I'm not even sure if she's watching today because she was watching my NBA live stream of the Rockets. And I just wanted to say a special thanks to those who've donated, because without the donations, without the memberships, the monetary support, I literally can't keep doing what I'm doing. If I have to wait until the Astros start playing baseball in order to make money for my channel, then I'm going to have to stop doing my channel. I'm going to have to find another way to support myself. And that's just the fact of the matter. But right now, I'm at a transitionary time. Money is very, very low. Viewership is very down, as you can see. I didn't have more than 20 viewers. I think we might have got up to 24 near the end of the game. But 24 viewers is not gonna help me. 100 viewers is decent, but it's still not gonna sustain the channel. I'm gonna have to have consistently a few hundred viewers on my NBA games and my NFL games. So I do hope that if you are able, that you support the channel with memberships, donations. Super chats are nice, but keep in mind that YouTube takes 30% of whatever you send to me. So if you can donate, I highly recommend that you send through PayPal. Oh, Rusty Gamer, thank you so much. Rusty just sent me my first super chat of the day. Thank you so much, sir. Let me get over here so I can thank you properly in the chat. Let's friggin' go. That's what I'm saying. Let's friggin' go. I'm going to say, that's friggin' right. Arigato gozaimasu. Rusty Gamer, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you all for your support. If you watch the live stream for a really long time and listen in for a really long time, even that really helps the channel, because the longer you watch it, the more people YouTube actually shows the live stream to. It will recommend it to more and more people. And the more likes, everything positive that you do on your end, whether it's just liking the live stream, commenting in the live stream, leaving comments after the live stream, sharing it with people, all of those things, plus a very important metric is to watch or listen to the live stream for a very long time. Because if you listen to an hour, 2 hours of the live stream, that's actually high above the average. This live stream was, how long was this live stream in total? It's been going now for 3 hours and 22 minutes. And if the average viewer is watching at least 1 hour of my live stream, that would be better than every YouTuber on earth. Because a sports live stream typically gets a decent hour of minutes of view time per viewer. But for the Astros games and for baseball games, I was getting roughly around 15 minutes average per viewer, and that's actually very high. That's really high. 9 and 10 minutes is still good, a good average per viewer. But you guys and gals were giving me about 15 minutes average viewing time per viewer for my Astros games, and that is phenomenal. And that's why the channel was really starting to take off. But then the Astros, you know, they crapped out and didn't get into the playoffs. And then a lot of my crowd just died because the majority of my subscribers aren't as interested in the Texans and or the Rockets. Some of you have come over into the Texans games or the Rockets games, and you are much appreciated. But the truth is, the channel was originally built on the Astros. The only reason I decided to switch over to doing, you know, the 3 Houston teams is because if I don't do the Astros during the off season, then my channel dies and I have no other way to supplement income. And right now, the channel is struggling to grow. I'm typically not getting more than about 25 to 35 viewers on my Texans games right now. And to be honest, it's difficult to get a dozen people watching my Rockets live streams. The reason that the Rockets live streams are so difficult is because I can't show clips and highlights of the games. I get strikes from NBA. I don't get the same range of freedom, even though it's a tight window of freedom. I don't get that same window of freedom with that I do with NFL and MLB. So because of that, I don't get nearly as many people hanging around, watching, and subscribing as I do for those who are interested in baseball. But I think that the Texans has potential because they're now 6-1. They have a chance. They have about a 35% chance to get into the playoffs right now because they won this game, and they have a pretty big following. So as long as they continue fighting and they get to a playoff game, I think the channel will definitely grow. But the Rockets are doing so well this year. They are in contention. They're definitely one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the NBA. I think they're the best, and they could really help my channel to grow. But the problem is, like I said, I can't show the highlights and the clips. That's right. You're right. Exactly right, Mr. Grass. They have Texas Grass says they have lots of games, but not able to show the clips. That's correct. They have about 85 games in the season, and I can do 3 to 5 games a week for them, and that's great. But once again, the problem is I can't show the highlights and the clips. NBA is really, really strict, very heavy-handed, and I cannot afford another strike on my channel. It really hurt me a lot. I lost probably $200 that one week that I was not able to live stream on this channel, and I can't allow that to happen again. So I'm going to have to stick with it the way it is and, do what I can do. 32 likes. Let's see. Reload it here. Nice. Yeah. Actually, technically it's 31. That 30-second like is from me. My like doesn't show up for anyone else, but it shows up for me. I think that's kind of silly. If I like the video, I think that it should show for everybody or show for nobody. It's kind of silly. That way it can be accurate. But anyway, I just wanted to share that all with you to let you know that the truth is sometime by the end of January, maybe in the beginning of February, I have to apply for a new visa in Japan. And between now and then, I really need to try to not only recover my health as much as possible, but also I have to continue supporting myself as best I can and prove that I can be financially stable in order to stay here. If I can't show them that I'm financially stable, they won't give me a visa and I'll have to leave Japan. And I don't have the ability, the money, or the desire to go anywhere else right now. So growing the channel is very, very important. Someone mentioned earlier, it's okay. We'll get going whenever the Astros start baseball. No, that's way too late. If I knew right now that I had to wait until the Astros started playing baseball, I would go ahead and stop my channel right now, or I would stop it as soon as I was able to find something else. And the reason for that is because, the first couple of months of the baseball season are going to be really slow. I'm not going to make too much money, probably. The football season will be long over, and the NBA will be in the playoffs at the beginning of the baseball season. That's true. If that's going well, fine. But that the beginning of the baseball season is very, very slow, and the money fluctuates with what I can make from my live streams. So how do I fix that? Well, the only way to fix that is to have a lot more subscribers, a lot more loyal subscribers to all of the Houston teams. So people who really like the Rockets, the Astros, the Texans, more and more people coming in here. If I have a few thousand subscribers, then I think it's no problem. But right now, the bulk of my subscribers were just interested in baseball. And whenever baseball starts, it's still going to be a little slow. So I need to build my channel a lot more. I cannot wait for baseball season to start in order to have my channel be profitable and sustainable. It has to happen sooner than that. So just letting you know that I appreciate like I said, likes and subscriptions are fine. Watching the live streams for a long time is very, very helpful. And donations is a direct way to help monetarily. So I appreciate that. And Brutus, thank you. I see you sent me $10 on PayPal. Thank you very, very, very much for that. And let's see here. Orange says, Uncle Good win both sides, and with and without Stroud look like a better team. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Well, I I think that it's hard for me to say that they look like a better team. The defense is constantly looking good. They're always good. They're the best in the NFL, you know. But does the offense look better? Well, I will say this. They're not giving up a lot of sacks right now, so maybe that's one reason why. But I wouldn't say the offense looks good, but that they're protecting Mills better. Maybe that will roll over whenever Stroud comes back. We'll see. Let's see here. Nice win, Uncle Strohs. Thanks, nephew. Brendan says, let's go. Absolutely. Let's see. Brendan said, oh, yeah, 32 likes. I see that. Temple Brutus says, you get the money on PayPal. I can double check. I was just taking your word for it, but I can double check. Usually I get a message on my phone, but my phone's over there right now. I'm using it as my hotspot internet connection. But let me go check right quick, and I will verify that for you. I had to pay my subscription to the NFL today, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I just got it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I got it, Bruce. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. And Daryl says, got my like in there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, a decent amount of likes considering that we didn't have a large amount of people watching at one time. But that's the way it works. Even when I was doing baseball, even when I do basketball, if the viewership is low, the likes tend to be higher. So maybe like 125% higher, or maybe 25% higher, like, but 125% of what the likes are, or what the viewers are. So if there are, let's say 10 viewers, I'll have like 13 likes, maybe, you know, something like that. So I'll actually have more likes. But as the viewership goes up, the likes become kind of even, and then they start to become like 50%. I like to try to keep them no less than 50%, no less than 50% below the viewers. But my preference is to be at 75%, because 75% is like God level. If 75% of your average viewers are liking your video, then you're doing a really good job. So that's what I like to try to do. Brutus, you have a great day too. I appreciate you as well. I appreciate all of you. Thank you again. And I guess we'll go ahead and get out of here. I don't have really anything else to say. Well, I could give you a quick recap right quick. Just a few notes about today's game. The Texans are now 6-5. Josh Allen was 24 for 34. Mills was 16 for 30. Allen actually had 253 yards passing. Can you believe that? Mills only had 153. And the average yards per throw, 7.4. He was intercepted twice. He was sacked 8 times for a loss of 70 yards. What about Mills? His average was only 5.1 per pass, 2 touchdowns. Isn't that interesting? His stats are so much worse as far as average per throw, total yards, and attempts. But he had 2 touchdowns, whereas Allen only had 2 interceptions. And he wasn't sacked a single time. Great stuff right there. 108 yards rushing for the Texans, 143 for the Buffalo Bills. Let's see here. 153 yards receiving for the Texans. 253 for the Bills. 110 of those from just Shakir alone. One fumble, but recovered by the Texans. One fumble by Shakir and lost. Texans got that one. And that's pretty much it. First quarter, 6-3, Buffalo. Second quarter, 10 more points scored by Buffalo, 17 by the Texans. That was a crazy quarter, the second quarter. If you didn't get a chance to see or listen to that, go back on my channel, go back on my video and listen to the second quarter. It was pretty crazy. You'll have to ignore the internet connection issues and the scoreboard connection issues or scoreboard coding issues that I had. But the ending of that quarter, my scoreboard was working, and it was a crazy end of the second quarter. If you have a chance to go back and take a look at that, it was 20-16 Texans, and it stayed like that for most of the rest of the game. Both teams got a field goal, and that was it in the second half. That was it. It was just a defensive game the rest of the game. 23-19 is the final score. Texans win at home. They are 4-2 at home. How about that? 6-5 overall. And that's all we got. Yeah, my highest short, 31K. That's true, but recently I did have a couple of shorts for the Texans that went kind of viral. I can't get 1 million or 2 million or 3 million views on my shorts like some people can. I can only get like 1,000, usually up to 3,000 is my average. But as far as those high numbers, those are special shorts, you know. It just has to be something that's really emotional that people really want to see. And if I can make a short of that and post it and it does really well, great. But the thing is, the shorts don't make much money. That short that you're talking about, Brendan, that had 31,000 views, it made me about $4 or $5. A short that gets 1,000 views, if I'm lucky, it'll make me $1. But if you think about that, making 5 shorts a day is very time consuming. And if I make 5 shorts and they only get 5,000 views total, that's basically $5 for a lot of work, for a few hours of work. $5 for a few hours of work. And it's not worth it from the monetary perspective, but sometimes it brings in a lot of extra subscribers, and that's good. But the shorts viewers are not always live stream viewers. You know what I'm saying? People that are looking at clips and highlights are not necessarily the people who are looking for live streams. So it doesn't always correlate. But anyway, that's it for now. That's all the info I got for you. We got I think we got a game coming up tomorrow for the Rockets. Let me double check. Today's the 21st for me. Yeah, that's right. The Nuggets. I've got that game. I believe I've already got that game scheduled. Yeah, it's already scheduled. The Nuggets are going to be playing the Rockets tomorrow at 8:30 Central Time. So I hope you can be here for that if you're interested in the Rockets. And if so, I'll see you there. If not, I wish you the best. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you for being here again. And I will see you soon. See you again soon. But for now, that's all. Mwah. I wish you all the best. Only the best. Until next time.